the day after tomorrow, which will be Wednesday, we'll have a full moon. And the moon this time will be in the astrological sign of Gemini when it goes into its fullest aspect. Now, as usual, the full moon will create a lot more energy in people on the earth and in plants and animals, everything. The energy will be at its highest level. And with the full moon being in the constellation of Gemini, that will mean specifically the energies that are kind of mirror images of each other. That's what Gemini is two faces looking at each other. And it's energies that are on one hand sociable, ready to have fun type energies, and on the other hand more intellectual, introverted, and more inward going energies. So both can work with the same types of things. Like on an intellectual level, on the more social side might be more prone to conversation, and whereas on the other side might be more prone to studying alone and thinking, working things out in the mind. But intellectualism is a big side of the Gemini traits. Other Gemini traits are expressiveness, quick-wittedness, on a positive side. On a negative side, Gemini can be a bit prone to depression, especially on the introverted side. And if you are prone to depression during this Gemini phase of the moon, then it shouldn't be too serious. It should just be the type of thing where you need to maybe get out and just realize that things aren't as bad as they seem at that point. Just get out around your friends or your family, which should be there close by during the Thanksgiving season for a lot of us. So it shouldn't be too bad. You can get through it. So there's another energy force coming up that is going to be another example of two mirror images looking at each other, and that is the planets Saturn and Neptune will be squared off with each other. Now when two planets are squared, what that means is, from the perspective of the Earth, the planets will be in 90-degree angles, or a 90-degree, what is it called? A 90-degree angular distance from each other. So from our perspective, they'd be at exactly 90 degrees from each other. So that'll bring their powers to a polarity with us here on the Earth, to where we'll have one power on each side. Now on the Saturn side, it's more I hate to say down to earth because we're talking about a different planet, but for us it'll mean more down to earth, sticking to our path, working along the lines that are established, whereas the Neptune side is like pure unity, pure idealism. Like on the Neptune side, it leans towards complete unity, seeing all things as one thing. So if you look at the world as kind of a dualism between our physical reality and the spiritual reality where everything is one, then you'll be kind of in the middle of Saturn and Neptune. And that will be a good place to be during this period of time. Now, the squaring will be perfect at on the 26th, and from that time on for a period of time, I'm not sure how long it actually lasts, but it's going to be a while. There will be these two forces, like two polarities, where we'll have the more solid form side and the more formless side. One side of definition where you can define things, the other side more disillusion or undefinable energy. So you're going to have troubles if you get off too far to one side. Just like in our normal life, you'll have troubles if you are too grounded, or if you're too in the air. You know, sometimes you need to get grounded and centered, and other times you need to, let yourself expand and be one with the universe. Let your mind wander. It's the same type of thing between these two forces of Saturn and Neptune during this time when they're squared. But we'll feel an increase in this type of energy. If we get off too far to one side, we'll easily be sucked into a worse, a not good, a harmful state. However, like anything else, if you can either, it's like a wave. This energy is like a wave. You can either surf on it, or you can let it smash you into the ground. So just be aware of that energy being there. That's the first thing, the first step. And then get yourself to a place where you can navigate it and do well with it. Use it to your advantage. Just concentrate on staying on a middle path and not veering off either way too much, and letting both polarities, like a turbine, keep your energy going and propel you into bigger and better things. Now, the last squaring of planets was between Pluto and Uranus, and that was in 2012, and it ended in March of this year, 2015. And that was a big changer for everyone. Think of the differences, how different your life is now than it was in early 2012. For me, things have drastically turned completely around for the better. Definitely for the better. And I hope it is for the better for you too. So that's it for my energy forecast, and I hope you all are able to navigate this time and use it for your highest good. So we are all the same. Namaste.